everybody? This is DNV Click. I'm your man, Darren.
And I'm Ravenna, but you can call me Vin for short.
And welcome to our space.
Extra.com. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a returning listener, then welcome, because it's been a while.
Been a good minute.
It has. So what's been going on with us, Darren?
First and foremost, Happy New Year, because it's the first time you're hearing
Happy
us
New Year.
in
Happy New Year.
2021. It was an interesting January. Unfortunately, due to towards the end of December, early January, I was exposed to COVID-19. So I did have to quarantine for 10, 14 days. During that time, I didn't have any symptoms, thankfully. But it was some people in my household that had. But ultimately, I just stayed inside, stayed safe, and was able to, overcome it. Tested again after quarantining, and I tested negative. So, I'm thankful for that.
Yay.
And woohoo! And I'm back. So missed you guys, but yeah. That was a little hold up. Nobody's fault. No one to blame. But that was the month of January for us, or for me in particular. Miss Ravenna, what's been going on with you?
Well, first of all, I'm glad that you're feeling better. Let's start there. You never have any symptoms, but I'm glad that you don't have COVID anymore.
Yeah.
And I bet, just playing it safe. As for me, so my December into January, it just became even busier than I anticipated it ever being. Like, I'm still trying to get sleep from
working.
Just the start of the year here in general.
Yeah.
So I started grad school. So now I'm going for my Master's of Business Administration. So in a few years, you'll be able to say Ravenna Brown MBA. In the future, Dr. Ravenna Brown. So yeah, my school has been
Dr. Brown.
It's been a lot, to say the least, and working.
Mm-hmm.
Working, and more working. So
yeah. Welcome back.
Ravenna is tired. Ravenna needs a break right now, which I plan to get very, very soon. But besides that, a lot has not only been happening with us since the new year started. Ooh. A lot has been happening in the world in general. Absolutely. Like, I feel like 2021 literally started off with a bang. Like, literally started off with
Capital
a bang.
B. See what I did?
That was
yeah. Capital
That
B.
was nice, Darren. I like that. That was nice.
Because that's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, was the I don't even know what you would call it. I just call it
a coup.
I just call it the storming, because they literally did what they wanted at the Capitol in DC. Because that to me was, that was.
So give a little bit of background. Obviously, people know what we mean, but what?
Basically, I'm gonna sum it up in my words here. They mad Trump lost. His supporters, his followers, those that love him and adore him, admire him.
Mad.
Right, pretty much. They were mad, and they stormed the Capitol, where the I don't want to get the lady name wrong, but the speaker,
Nancy Pelosi.
Yes, Miss Nancy. I was gonna get that part at least. But yeah, they were upset basically, and they stormed it. They took things and vandalized, took pictures, and just basically, invaded and, did what they wanted. Personally speaking, it's just sad to see that, personally, I'm a competitive person, but I'm not going to do anything to that extent because somebody lost. It's plain and simple. Some people that are followers, I did see tweet and, post things like, guys, we lost, we just got to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
But they took their anger out a different way. I didn't like it at all. That's the main thing. It was pointless. It was stupid. Like anybody says, you lost, get over it, keep it moving.
Right.
Like the world's still gonna keep spinning. So that ain't you raiding and all that invading is not gonna change nothing.
Hello.
Joe Biden is the president, and that's that. Trump lost. It is what it is. Keep it moving.
I feel like that literally was. I don't even have no word. The only word I really can think of is bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was bizarre. I've just never seen. I mean, well, obviously, none of us have never seen anything like that happen. But to get to the point where, usually in the past, you like a president, you have strong feelings. But I feel like people are glorifying, like, they are treating this guy like he is God, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
To go to that extreme of a length to not seize, but to storm through. First of all, get through the Capitol. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Get through unarmed, unharmed,
Yeah,
not
well,
unarmed,
I
but
wonder
unharmed. Right. And to just freely float through the Capitol, do as you please, take podiums, because that one guy had a podium.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Took
what
a
are you gonna do
picture
with podium?
it.
Right.
They interviewed people that stormed it.
Right. In people offices, doing Facebook lives and Instagram lives with police officers. I just find it so bizarre. Like,
because during the BLM protests, I believe it was like 1 million, forces standing on the steps. And we couldn't even get that far, but
right.
that's a whole nother discussion. I'm just saying.
But even going back, it's just to see that happen is just, it was crazy. And I feel like when you get to the point where you're glorifying somebody and treating them as they are like that high, idolizing them,
basically, yep,
then that's where
them and not the truth.
When you get to the point of idolizing somebody, that's when it's like a president at that. Like, yes, we like president. I mean, well, some presidents we like, some presidents we don't like. But when you get to the point of idolizing a president to the point where you come from miles away to protest and go storm a Capitol, then you just got real issues. Like, you just have something wrong with you.
Yeah.
And you
Can't take a loss.
You need to check that mental health, because something's just wrong with you. Like,
Absolutely.
When this happened, did you really think to yourself, we gonna go storm the Capitol and he gonna become president again? Like, what in your mind said that things were going to change by you storming a Capitol? And besides looking foolish, but I mean, clearly, that's my unpopular opinion of looking foolish. But what in your mind told you that things were going to change by you storming the Capitol? What message did you send besides looking like a darn right fool? And it's just crazy, especially like you said, going back to Black Lives Matter movements, how we had just so much security and so much
front line.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
On all the steps, every single step.
You touch the first step,
right.
You get something happening to you.
Yet here we have police officers
supervising.
No, not supervising. Chaperoning.
Sorry, that's right. My bad. Chaperoning.
Come on, y'all, this way. No, chaperoning.
Come on, guys, not so loud.
Right.
Yeah, okay. They're gonna listen to you.
Right, chaperoning you and allowing you to do this, and it's crazy.
So I think that's the one question that probably I still wonder, or probably what everybody sums it up to. Like, what did you accomplish from doing it? What did you get from it?
Besides looking stupid.
Absolute fool, all on CNN, all on the news. I mean, live. Like, what was your accomplishment for that? Besides possibly be in the history book, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to bring it up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Years down the road, but
even the people who got arrested, they still, because I was looking at a couple people who got
People got
arrested.
arrested.
Yeah, some people got arrested. Even that, I don't know if you see, but like going down the street, I be seeing these signs that say capital seizure or capital whatever happened at the Capitol. If you know somebody reported,
If you
they
know somebody
still,
report,
yeah.
yeah, okay. Instead of arresting them when they were there, okay. Um,
But well, yeah, that's neither here
man, I
nor
mean,
there.
I
But
lost it when I seen them interviewing people that was actually in there, took pictures and everything. Like,
I
how
mean,
you
that was
got?
I feel like that was a setup though, because I feel like a lot of them people they arrested
I
afterwards
ain't
as
gonna
well
say nothing,
though.
but yeah,
But
that's what
even
I was
that,
thinking.
a lot of those people who got arrested are just like still freely out here and about floating around. Now I don't know. I hate to keep bringing up the black card, but I feel like it's just so relevant. Let that had been a black person, the outcome would have been so much different.
Hmm.
But
They would
oh,
start another protest for sure.
who would have started that protest? Like
I
black
feel
people
yeah,
or well yeah.
definitely because they all been. I mean, honestly, they've all been senseless. Like none of them have a. Oh, okay, I understand. Like no, ain't
None
none
of
of them been
who.
like that. None of the attacks on us. I ain't gonna say killings, but
Oh.
attacks, arrests, and all that.
Mm. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like we can go on all day about this, but let's move on.
Yeah, I
Next
mean, is there
subject.
any other events? But I think that's
Yeah, it's a
probably.
lot of events that happen. Now we have a new president.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, following up to that, and things have been, ooh, praise the Lord. I don't say going smoothly, but goodness,
Right,
I
yeah,
feel like we just
he's
need
trying
a
to push things. So I
yeah,
definitely trying to overcome some of the mess that we've been in
yeah.
from the previous candidate or the previous president.
Mm-hmm. Georgia turned blue, so that's exciting. This has not happened
That was
since.
great.
Right. This has not happened since
That was a great
the
feeling.
19. Don't even give me the line. I think it's the 90s or I think early
Mm-hmm.
90s. I want to say. I
Probably,
know
yeah.
it was before we was born.
It
Um,
had to be because it's
but
been
that,
red as long as I knew.
yeah. So that is amazing within itself.
Mm-hmm.
What change can do or what voting can do, and it's not to say because it's always gonna
When
be people.
everybody, excuse me, I'm sorry. When everybody that's eligible and actually go and vote. Because if everyone who can vote actually votes, you see it can make a change. But I'm sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, yeah, that's what I was alluding to. But yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah. So that was I definitely like seeing that the things that change can do, and it's obviously not going to be an overnight process. Nothing is an overnight process, but it takes a start. So I feel like we're at that point of things slowly but surely, political wise, turning around. Um, and yeah, I just feel like I mean, obviously we still got a lot of work to do, but I do feel like we can get to a good place or get to I guess a better place than where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Stacey Abrams because I feel like none of this definitely would have been possible without her.
Absolutely.
Um, when yeah, she may not have won that governor spot, but baby,
Right. She
she
didn't
killed it in
stop.
other ways.
Yeah,
So I
she
feel
didn't
like it's
stop
nothing
being
but
a
up here. And I
impact.
heard someone say that she was in the running for, well, I didn't hear someone say it, but I heard she was in the, or read it, for being considered for a Nobel Peace Prize. And I think that would be, girl, black girl magic at its best. Like I feel like that would just be, she is well deserving.
Yeah,
Like
because
well
she didn't
deserving.
just take the laws and go into hibernation or something. She used her platform, to help push others to be, voted on. And I don't know too much, but I know that she does. She did use her platform to push other people and to get others to vote um, for the Democrats and everyone else in the other races. Um, Any other events?
I think, yeah. I think we can go and talk about that all day. So let's just jump into what
yeah.
we discussing
Um,
this go around, this episode.
yeah.
And this episode is about goals. So at the beginning of the year, we always set those New Year resolutions.
Yeah.
Um, hoping to accomplish them,
Mm-hmm.
hoping to, what's some ones we always use? We're gonna save money,
Lose
not eat
weight.
out, yeah. So I feel like this year I've began to be, instead of setting those goals, or not goals, but instead of setting those New Year resolutions, I've just, I mean, obviously, I do want to save money this year because I've spent
Yeah.
a lot
Mm-hmm.
unnecessarily and do a lot of stuff. But with those goals, instead of just saying it, I've started to become more intentional
Mm-hmm.
about them,
About specific
because I
goals.
feel like when you're more intentional about it, you're more prone to
Do it.
accomplishing them,
Mm-hmm.
right? And also not, I've learned not to. I feel like I used to be a person who would have these really abstract or very broad goals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna save money, but I've come to be more, and like we talk about a lot, come to be more, make them more concrete.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, you say you saving money, that literally
Put a
could be
number on
anything,
it.
right?
Yeah.
And make them more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Attainable.
Not attainable, but more,
Realistic.
yeah, realistic. But it's still another word I'm looking for. Dang it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I guess more direct, quote unquote. The word will come to me later on, but more direct with the goals that I make,
Okay.
or more concise
Okay.
with my
I see what you're saying.
goals.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of saying I want to save money, the goals that I know, because I saved $1. Technically,
Right.
reached the goal.
You say when you shop at,
Right.
Kroger or something. So yeah.
So this year, I've definitely put a number on it and been more concise with what I say.
Right.
So, what does the Bible say? Write the vision and make it plain. I'm making the goals that I want plain, concise, concrete. So, with that, I've also learned to break my goals down into increments, because I feel like sometimes we tend to have such broad goals, and then they start to seem unrealistic, or it's unrealistic to meet them. So instead of saying I'm gonna save $5,000, break that up into like 12 months.
Right.
So I don't know what 5,000 divided by 12 is, but how can I save this? Let me see. Hold on, get my little calculator. Save it $400 a month, and you'll get to that 5,000
By
give
the
or
end of the
take
year.
goal. Right. So learning to break those goals down, and just really being more intentional about the goals that I have for this year.
Yeah. Back to what you were saying at the beginning. I think when you lock in and really focus on it, we had a potential to do whatever we set our minds to and set our focus on. So for me with goals, um, honestly, mine are more so writing it down first and foremost, because I think of a million things in a day.
Mm-hmm.
So me not writing it out, I will forget it, and then it'll just be a lost cause. It might come back, down the road or whatever. But I think writing them out is the main thing for me this year. And then making steps, or making a routine for it, because I feel when I'm able to do that, I'm at my best. I can execute it. If there needs to be a change, or something comes up and I have to improvise, I'll be better prepared for it rather than just trying to think of it off the top of my head.
That's good. I was reading somewhere, and they said if you don't write it, if it's in your head, it's a dream. Once you write it down, it's a goal. Once you put steps behind it, it becomes a plan. And
That's good.
that
That's good.
definitely really stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely really stuck with me. Because like I was like that too. Like so much stuff. I feel like I'm just always thinking about every single thing at every single minute. Like my head is filled with just a little bit of everything, literally.
Yeah.
And so I've definitely become more learn to write stuff down as I think about it. Because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have a really good idea, and then next thing you know, I
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Somebody knock
Like,
at the door and you
right, and I
forget.
forgot
Quit.
that 1 second caused me to
Mm-hmm.
forget about it, and that could have been a good money making idea or something like
Right.
that I could have executed, but because I didn't write it down in my head, it was just a dream.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I never heard that, but that's good.
Yeah.
They're definitely important. So with that being said, that's the honestly I would say that's even the first step to attaining goals and to setting them for the year or setting what you want to accomplish is writing it out. Give it a desired um, time or date or like Ravenna said with the money, put an amount on it. Don't just write what you want because I mean that's like just writing your name on the paper. Okay, yeah, that's your name, but what about you? Who are you? Um, what you like, what you don't like, things of that more specific about yourself. So I think writing them down would be the first step into attaining any goal or accomplishment that you want to achieve. Um, what's another one? Let's see.
And then keeping at it. So,
Right, staying consistent, consistency.
and I like we've talked about this before, but I feel like that's one of our being transparent. That's definitely one of those things that we have issues with is staying consistent
Mm-hmm.
with certain things. So being consistent, having that self discipline is another way to achieve those goals.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't, it's okay to, as a human, it's okay. We all have those days where it's just, you simply just don't feel like it, or
Mm-hmm.
I simply just want to buy this for myself. And I say to that, okay, definitely it be like that sometimes. But
Oh
we
yeah.
also can't make that excuse every single time we want to buy stuff for ourselves, or we want to spend money on this, or we want to
Mm-hmm.
not work out today. Um, and Renee, you speaking to yourself right now. So, so yeah, I think that being consistent, just okay, you may not have done it yesterday, but guess what? You can get up and do it today,
Right.
or you may have um, gotten paid yesterday and went and bought something, but guess what? Now you went and bought something, you can go ahead and put the rest of that money that you
Right.
have into savings
Right.
and
You
just
got
use
something
exactly
left.
what you
Do
need.
something with it.
So
Mm-hmm.
that discipline, um,
Discipline. Yeah.
man, yeah,
That's the yeah.
that's the word of the podcast: discipline and
Discipline.
consistency. Because it definitely takes a lot, but I feel like if you keep, even if you fall, keep getting back up,
Mm-hmm.
because eventually you'll start walking. That one time you won't fall again. You will just start walking, and that is you work going toward that goal and having reached that goal by
Mm-hmm.
you keeping going and continuing to not give up on what you say you want to do. And then, well, we didn't state this out, but we're basically saying ways on how to reach those goals, steps to take to reach those goals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the next way I find that keeps me motivated to reach those goals is by doing affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's some affirmations that? Because we used to say we need to start back, but we we love us a good affirmation. So, so what's some good affirmations that you like to say?
um. Mm. I would say one is I give it a simple one because I always think simplicity to me is effective. Um, I can do this. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I think that's one where, you know, can be very powerful if you actually believe it and have that mindset. You know, you got one because I'm trying to think over here.
Yeah. A couple affirmations I like to say. One that I usually say daily is I have the power to create the life I desire.
Mm,
That's definitely one that sticks out to me because ultimately it is up to me, and no one else can create this life for me but me. So I like to say that, and also I attract success into my life. I feel like we have to keep telling ourselves, like, speak those things,
mm-hmm.
or as
Speak
most
into
people call it
existence.
nowadays, manifest it.
Right.
Um, Manifest those things into your life.
Mm,
Keep speaking it, keep speaking it, keep speaking it, because when you speak it, then it becomes ingrained into your head. Like, yes, I'm attracting
mm,
success into my life.
right.
Success is flowing into me. Opportunities are coming to me. Um, Wealth is coming to me. Greatness is coming to me.
Mm.
Smarts are coming to me. Love is coming to me. Peace is coming to me. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh Lord.
So,
Oh Lord. All right. Success will find me today. That's another one that I like.
mm-hmm.
Um, you know, really just, you know, they say the power is in the tongue. So I think if you, as long as you speak it, you will believe it. But as Ravenna said, you got to keep speaking it. You know, don't speak negative. Please don't, because it's not going to help nothing. It's going to make you feel worse. It's going to make you feel sad. It's going to make you feel upset, and it's not going to, you know, other people can cheer you up or other people can say, you know, it'll be all right, but you got to have that mindset yourself and speak it to yourself, and then you can exert that to on everybody else, but you can also attract that when you speak that. So let me see.
I agree with that. But I feel like even if you do speak negative, counter off with a positive. Because I feel like negative thoughts are always going to come in the back of our head,
Right, right.
and it's always
The
gonna tell
what
you
ifs.
something, right? The
Mm-hmm.
what ifs, or the fears are gonna
Mm-hmm.
have that play or make their place, try to make that place in the back of our head. But I feel like if we, it's kind of like you rewiring, tongue twister,
Yeah.
rewiring your brain
Mm-hmm.
to think, to counter those negative thoughts as soon as they come in. And I've actually tried that one time because it was a point where I was just like really in my head about stuff, and I would start countering off with positive, like a positive quote. So, oh, I can't understand this, and countered it off with, I will understand this. I will understand how to do this, or
Mm-hmm.
I can't do this today. No, I will do this today, or um, I'm not good enough, or something like that.
I
Um,
am good enough.
yeah, I am good enough. So
Mm.
counter off that with a positive thought, even if a negative thought does come in your mind, is
Yeah,
super helpful.
quickly counter it with something, you know, positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. Sorry, you can go.
Oh no, you good. I mean, I was just naming some other ones that I like. You know, just having positivity as a choice. Um, you know, that's what we push, or we choose to push on this podcast, which is passion, purpose, and positivity. Because it's huge. You know, it's huge for not only yourself but for your mental health, and you know, if you push that out, you'll get it back. You know, treat others the way you want to be treated, and that can go in the same way as, you know, give off what you want to get back. In a sense, I don't know if anybody ever said that, but you know, basically that's what I mean. And one last one I like is I am now creating my life exactly as I want it. Um, and I think that's big because you have to put yourself into where you want to be, because everybody has something that they want to do, something that, you know, they inspired to be. But you have to know what it takes to get there, know what you need to do to get there, and honestly do it the right way. You know, don't try to take no shortcuts. You know, do what you feel is best, but do it the right way. Speak positivity onto yourself, and believing in it each and every day, even when others don't, even when others, may not understand it. Just keep believing in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, other people will believe in you, and you'll attract those that will help you get there.
Mm-hmm. And surrounding yourself with people who in the same mindset.
Yep.
Because you really can't get nothing. I mean, you could get stuff done, but to have those people around you who have that same mindset as you, it just does something different. Like, it hits real different when you surround yourself with those people who are goal oriented and, not just here, doing foolish things. So
a pillar.
Oh.
A pillar. I heard that before. You know what a pillar is, though, right?
Explain.
A pillar is basically something that basically holds a building, or holds. But a pillar itself is just there. It don't move. So basically, it's just a reference saying, don't be a pillar where it's somebody who's just there. They're not doing nothing. But yeah.
Wow, dude, look at you.
Hey, I listen to certain things. It ain't all mumble rap, but yeah, I think
okay.
I'm just saying, but
I
think thank you. I just think another thing with that though is getting to people who have the same mindset as you, but also people who are on a higher level or a better level. Like, you can't get frustrated or upset because someone else is at a certain level. You should use that and get on board with them to get to where they are. So I think that's another one that I feel kind of holds people back sometimes, is that 9 times out of 10, let's be honest, we know somebody who's either in a higher position or in a much better setting right now. But if you had that same mindset, same drive as them, you can attract that kind of person to where they'll help you, get to where they are, your own way. So I think definitely not being ashamed or not being frustrated or upset that someone who has the mindset that you want to have is somewhere, in a better, living or better standing as of right now. But you can get there as well. Maybe somebody else, but with them, they could help you as well. But just having the
willingness to learn.
Yeah, understand that you have to learn, understand how you have to get there, and there's nothing wrong with getting help. I think that's the main thing I was trying to say.
That was good. Go ahead, Darren. So we sum all of that up to say, when you're setting your goals, be intentional, write it down,
and take necessary steps.
Exactly, to achieve them. Break it down if need be. Everyone is different, so some people may, like the broad overall goal, but if it's not you, break it down into something that's more achievable. Always speak positivity over your life, and just know that you are it. You are that person, and you have the power to create the life that you desire.
Absolutely. We all have potential.
Right. It's how we use it.
As long as we lock in and focus, we have the potential to do and be anything we want.
Hello. Go ahead, Eric. You woke up and decided to speak facts today, huh?
Hey, I had a lot to say. It's been a minute. Had a lot to say.
You done had this built up since December, huh?
I've been waiting to get back.
I feel you on that one. So, with all of that said, we are going to wrap it up. But before we do that, I just thought about this. We jumped into January, but we didn't jump into what happened in February. And this month is Black History Month. I love being black. Like, I just realized, as we were sitting
every
here.
Every day.
I just really, and this is no offense to like any of my, friends of other ethnic and other racial backgrounds. But I just really love being black. Like, it comes with a lot.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, I literally would not choose to be no other color besides black and
what's
living
better?
in my melanin and just.
Absolutely. What's better?
So.
We're built for this. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but we're just, we're more accustomed to, what I'm saying, earning our way and, just fighting, to get to where we want to be and show people, that we really can be, the greatest, so we can really be some of the best, minds, some of the best talent, some of the best everything, in this world. So
living our ancestors' wildest dreams, basically.
We love it each and every day.
So, with that being said, we just want to say happy Black History Month to all of our melanin kings and queens out there. And yes, we know Black History Month it should be celebrated every month, but this month we really just gonna take it up a whole nother notch. Also, by the time this video comes out, or by the time this podcast comes out, it will probably either be have been Valentine's Day already, or about to be Valentine's Day. So to all the lovers out there, you know what? You don't even have to be a lover. You can love yourself, because that's who you start with. Loving yourself. You don't even gotta have no lover, but love yourself first. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to all the.
Do something special for yourself.
Everyone.
Because I know I'm planning to. Give myself. Let me not go spend this stuff. Okay. Do something special for yourself. Right.
But one thing, don't just show the most love on that day. Show it every day.
Yeah, but this is the day to take it up a notch.
Oh, so, absolutely. But I'm just,
I love Valentine's
just throwing that
Day,
in there, fellas.
All right.
Just yeah, do it every day. But yeah, you definitely gotta,
This is the one day where you have to really take it up a notch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, go all out. Do your thing. I know I will.
Okay, now we're gonna go back and listen to this when Valentine's Day comes to make sure you did.
Yeah.
But
she'll be posting what she get. But
bye, cause I won't do that. All right.
That being said, we're definitely glad to be back. Again, Happy New Year. We're definitely gonna be storming this year with episodes, and we're definitely gonna be giving you a lot more than we did last year. So that being said, we appreciate you guys.
And if you are not already, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, and YouTube at DNV Click, CLIQUE.
And with that being said, we will see you lovely folks next time. Till then, stay safe. Keep your mask on. Stay 6 feet.
Bye.